No matter what kind of an agency you're building and whether you're just getting started or you've been in this business for some time, no matter what services you sell, your goal is probably about the same as everybody else. You want to be successful. You want to make a lot of money. You want to do well in this industry, and you want to do well as quickly as possible. Very few people, though, ever take the time to look at success for what it is. Success is merely the manifestation of a sequence of events, right? Basically, you start off, you have a plan, you draw up your plans, you adhere to it, you follow the steps, and little victory after little victory adds up eventually to a position that we call success. We say he's successful, she's successful. It's not something that happens overnight. I cannot count on all the fingers and toes in the world the number of times that I've spoken with people who were doing fantastically. They were resellers, they were selling sites, they were selling SEO, they were selling all kinds of different services at the time, who looked at themselves and said, I'm not doing well, or I can't believe what a bad week I had, or, they felt down about themselves. And I also can't count on all the fingers and toes in the world the number of people that wanted everything all at once. The real truth is success is a process. It's something slow. It takes time. What you really need to do is you have to set yourself up plans that are multi-tiered or multi-step. You can't count on just overnight making the $1 million sale and suddenly being catapulted from rags to riches. That's just not how it works. It's not realistic. I know there are stories out there of people, and of course, we all know about people who hit the lotto, but the lion's share, if we were to look at the lion's share of people who are successful in this industry and pretty much in all other industries, when you look at them, they'll tell you that it was a long journey to where they got. It took them a long time to get there. That doesn't mean that it was miserable the whole time, and it doesn't mean that they were broke the whole time. Get that out of your head. I see so many people, and it's really tragic because, so many talented, so many well-intentioned, so many competent people that look at success as this distant destination, and they say, this is impossible, I can't get there. Really, you could have a good week, right? Let's say that at your business, you have a good week and you make a few $1,000s, and it's your first, I don't know, after a month in business, you're making, a few $1,000s a month, or maybe you're making $1,000 a week, or maybe you're making $2,000 a week. I don't know. But the point is, you're making good money. You're getting somewhere. You're actually taking the steps and you're building something. Well, a lot of people look ahead and they want the $1 million, so they ignore how they're doing at that given point in time, and they don't walk the road they need to walk. And what I mean by that really is, it doesn't matter how they're doing that day or that week. If they're not at that final destination, they feel as though they're just treading water when it's absolutely not true. That's why when I talk to people and I sit down and I do strategy sessions and I work with resellers, I tell them, hey, okay, let's figure out how much time you can devote to this. Let's figure out what we can accomplish in that time. Now let's set you up a short, medium, and long-term goal. Short-term goal is get you making $1,000 a week, net profit in your pocket, because with that, you can at least say you have a job, right? Now, let's get a medium-term goal. The medium-term goal is that you're going to attain a recurring income stream that sustains that without you making any new sales. So let's set up a plan for you in the first 90 days to get you selling and get you on your feet. Let's set up another plan within the first year to get you having that income whether you work or not, so you can devote your time to business growth and higher level tasks, getting Salesforce put together, doing whatever you have to do. Then over time, you will eventually reach that nebulous goal of success you have in your head, because success is so hard to define, the end goal. Some people are perfectly content when they're making $100,000 a year or more. Other people won't be content till they're making $1 million or more. Other people will never be content. They're just simply greedy and gluttonous, and they will never be happy. They could make $10 million a year and they just won't be happy. And I'm not even criticizing them because, hey, I understand how it goes. The more you make, the more you want, the more you want, the more you make. It's a continuous cycle. But when you look at success and you look at these people, it's something that is procedural. It takes steps. It takes stages. That's why consistency almost matters more than anything else. If you can consistently work, if you can put one foot in front of the other each and every day and slowly build up your business over time, that way you're almost guaranteed to be successful. But if you're erratic, if you work like really hard one day, not hard for 3 days, a little bit another day, not at all, then a little bit more, and then a whole lot, and it's all just like up and down. Like if it were an audio waveform moving along, it would be like highs and extreme lows. And if you're erratic like that, you never get anywhere. The other people I don't see don't get anywhere are people that start off with a mentality that they're going to give this 90 days and that's it. They're going to call it quits. So they're going to start themselves a business, and they're going to take it all so seriously. They're going to give it 90 whole days to manifest them riches. And at the end, they're going to quit. And you'll see folks like this. I've seen quite a few that, you know, they have half a dozen sales or something like that after 90 days. You know, they'll get some sales. They have money, they have income, they have revenue, and they don't even see that they're doing well. And because they don't have any perspective, they sit there and say, oh, well, I didn't make $100,000. I didn't make $10,000 a week, so I'm done with this. And the irony there is that those same people often go back to work jobs where they're making less than they were at the end of those 90 days. Why? I have no idea. But I do know something I've witnessed in my life, and that's that a lot of people have a mentality that they would rather jump off at the second floor than risk falling off the rooftop. They don't want, they want consciously to succeed, but subconsciously they're afraid of losing, right? So they never even gain anything to lose. They give up very early on. They quit before they even give something a full shot. And that's tragic because some of the most talented people that I've met have been this way. And you can wind up, you know, if you watch this happen, you realize that no amount of coaching in the world can change somebody's psychological makeup. So to all of you who are out there who are looking to build agencies, everybody who's thinking about it and actively engaged in it, take the time to study what it is you're doing. Draw yourself up a logical, totally realistic plan. Draw up a worst case scenario plan. Draw up a plan where you take all the figures you expect to make and cut them in half. And then look at that plan, look at the amount of time, and realize that it's a process. It doesn't mean you're broke between now and your nebulous goal. Let's say your goal is making $1 million a year. In between 0 and $1 million are a lot of figures that a lot of people would be happy with making. So if it takes you 2 years to get there, to get, you know, 2, 3, 4 years, whatever, to get your agency up to where it's a powerhouse, who cares? You've spent that time making money the whole time, learning the whole time, getting better at your trade, and you're going to be much more prepared for when you get there. You know, success is the process. It's steps. You have to take one after another. Take it day by day. Do the best you can. And at the end of the day, you will be successful, because most people, for whatever reason, are not willing to invest that. It really is a case of you get out what you put in. If you don't invest, you can't take money out. It's really just as simple as that. Anyhow, that's going to conclude this video. Hit the like button there. Subscribe to our channel, of course, and ring that bell so you get notifications when we drop new vids. We drop new vids all the time. I'll talk to you in the next one. See you guys.